On September 12th, 2012, Apple unveiled the iPhone 5 for the first time, introduced a complete redesign with an aluminum back, an all-new slate finish, glass antennas on the top and bottom, and the headphone jack was also moved to the bottom. There was an improved 1.2 megapixel front camera, and there was a brand new panorama mode, which I can show you right here. Yep, this was the first iPhone to come with that, and funny enough, the earliest Apple ad I ever remember is of the iPhone 5 ad with the party where they demoed the panorama, or they advertised the panorama mode. The all-new Lightning port, with reversible cables instead of the 30-pin port on older iPhones, 4G LTE connectivity, though not full LTE, and a larger 4-inch display rather than previous 3.5-inch display on prior iPhones. On September 21st, 2012, Apple released the iPhone 5 to the public. With a 2-year contract, the 16GB iPhone 5 was $200, their 32GB model was $300, and the 64GB version was $399. Gee, remember back when phones were far cheaper with contracts than without? On September 10th, 2013, Apple discontinued the iPhone 5, and with iOS 11 in 2017, the iPhone 5 was dropped from software updates. However, can the iPhone 5 still take good photos and videos a decade later? Let's find out. Doing a front camera video test, and yes, there's a siren in the background in case you can hear that. I'm sure this is awful. There's just some flowers in my front yard that my mom and dad planted. And again, obviously I'm outside, so there's a lot of neighborhood noise, and yeah, I'm sure it's a super duper high quality video. I'm being sarcastic though. This is 1080p though. This looks very bad, like an average Windows PC display. That's the legacy of the iPhone 5 a decade after its initial launch. Many Apple collectors desired the iPhone 5, especially those that run iOS 6, its initial version, because it was the final skeuomorphic iOS. However, they are not expensive at all, as long as they don't run iOS 6, ranging from $25 to $40 in price if they work fine or are in good condition. However, slate iPhone 5 suffer from discoloration on the back, as you can see with this one, which happened actually due to a case. Another issue I wanted to discuss with or let you know about the iPhone 5 before you think about purchasing it or anything is that these things are the worst old iPhones to get battery degradation. Like this, the iOS 7 iPhone 5 that I was showing the battery health for. This is the most degraded battery in my collection since if it will let me go further down, which it's not showing in the current editing. As you can tell, that is at 28%, which is the worst battery health in my collection. And I know battery health doesn't always matter though. The battery life on this thing certainly backs it up. And all three of my iPhone 5s have terrible batteries, so yeah, I just wanted to let you all know about that. Hence making them more desirable. Now, should you purchase an iPhone 5 in 2022? Obviously, if you're an average user, then obviously don't buy an iPhone 5 anymore because it's obsolete. However, if you're an Apple collector, then you should buy an iPhone 5. Just don't spend too much money on an iOS 6 iPhone 5 and get ripped off like I did. Because even though this one did come running iOS 6 and it was $90, the seller did not disclose the fact that the rear camera is damaged and that the front camera doesn't work at all and that the compass doesn't work either. As always, thank you all for watching this video. Did you have an iPhone 5 back when it was new? Please comment that down below. I did not have the iPhone 5 back when it was new, but my mom did. However, it was only 16 gigabytes and she did not like that. So she upgraded to the 5S a year later, gave that phone to my dad, and then in 2014, the 5 became my main phone, and I used that up until 2015, and now that phone has since been very misplaced. Please interact, however, getting back on topic, please interact with the stuff below, excluding the dislike button. As always, I'm the iTunes fanboy, and peace out.